Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Sanitary 103 here. Welcome back to my kitchen. Been on hiatus. I was doing some renovations past couple weeks. But anyway, right here I'm going to show you a quick little healthy recipe, a chicken variation. Actually, I've done this chicken recipe before, but I'm going to add some whole wheat pasta and some other things. So this right here is just one chicken breast and a half, all white meat. And it's marinated with just a little bit of barbecue sauce and some French onion soup mix, and I just put that in a bowl, and I mixed it with my hands and put it in there. You can also put it in the oven if you'd like, but I'm just actually gonna pan fry it with a little bit of I just put some Pam spray. I sprayed that on the pan. And over here we have whole grain spaghetti pasta, and hard to see the facts with this one. It's always blurry. I hate that. But basically, per serving size, 200 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, about 35 net carbs, 7 grams of protein. That's a slower digesting carbohydrate, complex carbohydrate. And also, gotta have the greens, of course, and some steamed fresh broccoli. Broccoli is one of the greatest veggies that you can eat. I mean, 1 cup literally only has 30 calories and only 2 net carbs. I mean, that's just unheard of. Broccoli is just great, and these ones you can just pop in the microwave for like 5 minutes and they'll be ready. If you like your broccoli a little bit crispier, I advise you to buy fresh broccoli and just cut it up and put it in the pan with boiling water. It's not a big deal. I usually do that, but I ran out of time, so I just grabbed these. And last but not least, in the microwave, there is a baked potato. There are a little bit more carbs in this meal, but I'll explain that towards the end of the video. So I'm just going to let this cook, and I'll be back in a short while. Alright, back to live action. Got the chicken going right now on the pan. And I actually almost forgot. I'm going to be putting some orange bell pepper, some white onions, and some mushrooms into the pan. And I'm going to do that at the tail end when the chicken's almost ready, because if I put it in too early, it will burn. So that's a little twist that I've done to this meal, and it's pretty good. Now, you don't have to use bell peppers and onions and mushrooms. You can just use mushrooms if you like. If you don't like too much spice, you don't have to use the bell peppers. I like to use the orange or the green one. It adds a little bit more color to the meal. But and also with the whole wheat pasta, I'll be using just some sauce, basic. This is organic portobello mushroom sauce, and I might do a video eventually on organic versus regular food, but that'll probably be in the near future. So while that's going, I'm just looking over the pasta. It's on about moderate heat. It's on at about a 7. I like to crank it up right off the bat to about a 9 or higher. But what you got to remember is when you do that, be very careful and keep an eye out on the pasta, because when you put it on full blast, the water is going to rise all the way to the top and it's going to spill over. It's a guaranteed fact, at least on my oven. So initially, have it on pretty high, and then once it starts to rise, lower it down to medium high, and then just monitor it from there. And it takes about maybe 10 minutes, give or take. This is pretty basic stuff, you know. I mean, it's just boiling the pasta. If you want a little bit more al dente, then obviously you wouldn't leave it in the boiling water as long. I kind of like mine a little bit softer, so I'll just moderately check that from time to time and just have a little piece to taste. So I'm just trying to time everything. I also have my baked potato in the microwave. I put that in for about 6 minutes, give or take. It's a big potato. I put saran wrap over it so it doesn't dry out. My girlfriend doesn't actually put the saran wrap on it. That's where we disagree, but agree to disagree, I guess. I think it's better to put the saran wrap over it. That's the way my mom's always done it. Not saying it's right or wrong, but I just prefer to do it that way, and it tends to cook the baked potato all the way through. So I'm just going to do that for a little bit. And this meal right here, the portion size is going to be a little bit big, you're going to notice. And you might be saying, well, geez, I'm trying to cut down on my calories. Well, you can still have this type of meal, but it would just be a smaller portion and a scaled down version of this meal. I'm in the process of putting on weight. I've mentioned that I think previously before. I'm actually purposely trying to put on some size, so I'm actually eating quite a lot, but this goes to show you that you can still eat clean and fairly healthy while still putting on some weight. But don't worry, I will post the nutritional facts at the end of the video with the appropriate serving size as always, and I'll be back in just a little bit and get this finished and show you the finished product. Welcome back, guys. Got the finished product. Got my good lean protein, my chicken. Got my broccoli once again, my baked potato with a little bit of salt and pepper, and I got my whole wheat pasta with a little bit of organic marinara sauce. Now, I've stressed this before, but I want to point out again that you definitely always want to get a good protein, a good veggie, and a good carb. I'm getting 2 carbs in this meal. This is a little carb heavy, I'll be honest. So if you're trying to lose weight, then I probably suggest just having one of the 2 carbs. The other thing is a white potato probably isn't the best for losing weight because it's higher on the glycemic index. If you want a potato for complex carb, excuse me, you probably want to stick to a sweet potato or a yam. But I need to pack on the weight, so I'm just hitting up the potato because I don't care, because I need the weight. So that's about it. I'll post the nutritional information once again. This meal was relatively quick. Prep time was about 10 minutes, and cooking time was about 10, and cleanup's only about 5, so about 20-25 minutes, not too bad. If you're pressed for time, you probably are not going to be in the mood to make this meal all the time. But then again, I see a lot of people, or when I go to like In-N-Out Burger to get a double or whatever, sometimes I'm in the drive-through for about 15-20 minutes. By the time you drive there, excuse me, 10 minutes, wait in the drive-through for another 10, come back, that's already 25-30 minutes. I could be done with this meal by that time and cleaned up. So that's it. Questions or comments are always welcome. We'll do it again next time. Take care.